sorted. I think we're all right there. Oh, there we go. Hey, let's put them into view, sort of thing. That's about right, I think. Thereabouts. There we go. Sorted. And let's have a look here. Let's see what we got. There we go. Right, okay. Oh, yes, I think we can see everything there. Perfect. Let's just get everything set up. Oh, hello, right. Trudy, hi. Goodness me, you lot are on the ball. Hey, crikey. Let me just set my pad up. Oh, look, it says I'm live. Blooming heck. Fancy that. Hello, hello, hello. Let me get off there. All right, Kay. How you doing? Dawn, hi, sweetie. Oh, I think this is going to be a busy one tonight. For some strange reason. I think it might be. Righty-ho. Nettie, hello. 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 Just trying to do my... didn't sound very well. That didn't actually. No, forget that one. Right then. Anne, hi. Patricia. Michelle. Marie. Who else we got? Jackie, hello. Oh, dear. I'm going to have to let you all load on. Goodness me. Yeah, I think it's going to be a busy one. We got twinkles. Look at this. I'm not normally a twinkly person, but we've even got a bit of glitter. Oh, gosh. Well, you're listening. Yes, no worries, Terry. You listen, my sweet. So, hi, Ruth. Hope you're well, sweetie. Michelle, hello. Just letting you all load on the different channels, different devices. I'll wave to both. Well, I've got one wave here and one wave. Hello there and hello there. I don't know how to do this one tonight. It's going to be a bit of a mad one, isn't it? Right then, where we at? Oh, another minute or so I'll just let people just log in. Hi, Chris. Hope you're well, sweetie. Oh, dear me. You have a list of longer you're on. Just saying hellos here, didn't you? Oh, dear me. So it seems that everybody's excited for a bit of grayboard then. Hi, Debs. Hope you're well. Oh, catch my breath. I'm just watching the comments scroll along. So we are streaming live on YouTube, which is this overhead camera here. Hello, hello, hello. Hi, Moira. And we have got the Facebook group, the Mashup group, which is here over this way. So if I start waving over here, that means I'm waving to you guys, or I'm showing bits and bobs up and all the rest of it. Yes. So I do believe, look at that, bang on time. Here we go. Let's do this, because I do want to do an actual construction with you live tonight. So let's get the bit out the way, which you're all wanting to do, and have a look at things and everything else. So this is going to be launched on the 27th of April, which is it's also my brother's birthday. Bless his cotton socks. Hi, Sarah. And everybody, hope you got everybody. Oh, hello, we've got my dog in here. What are you doing? Hello. With a little munchkin. Come on. Hold on, let me just get rid of my dog. Go on, go on. There's a good girl. Go on, shook her off. There you go. Right, goodness me. I could just have a dog yapping. Can you just believe that then? That was our little poppy monster, bless her. Right then, so. Forgot where it was. Yeah, product launch. So, 27th, I'm going to be going to the Lincoln show. So that means if you want to come and do some make and take with me, whether that's cards or constructing one of these, you're more than welcome to come and join me. So we will be doing some make and takes there. Now then, Lynn, hi. Hello, hello, hello. Let's see who else we got. Patricia. Yeah, hello. Ian. Right, okay. So I'm a lover of boxes. Hi, Elaine. Lost mojo. Oh, crumbs. You'll get a mojo back with this. Trust me. Oh, Elaine, I can't believe you lost your mind. Yeah, I get that, because I lost mine. So yeah, I get that. But PM me if you need me. Okay. So grayboard, I love it. Now this is thick grayboard. It's not 1 mil, 1.5. This is 2 mil. It's good stuff. Okay. So I ain't sort of faffing around here. This is literally a case of, I want to try and keep costs down, because I was quite gobsmacked. And I mean this in the nicest of ways, right? Where I was shown a product which had got 5 pieces of grayboard in it, cut, and it was 30 quid, and that was it, right? Unbelievable. Yes, Lisa, thank you. I know you've actually seen this one, haven't you? So I took this to the to the crafty corner where we do a workshop, and people have actually seen this box, and then I just done more and more as you do. It just went a bit haywire. You know, so I thought to myself, listen, you know, we've got all these stamps and we've got all this mixed medium, we've got all these inks and everything else. What do we love doing? We love creating things. We love putting paper to these products. But I never see some of you guys actually using all your beautiful, beautiful papers. Now, I've stroked my papers. I've loved them, and then I've cut them up for this, you know. So let's show you first of all. Obviously, you saw these the other day, so I'm going to move these out the way. So you got cogs, you got butterflies. I've done some different butterflies. I wasn't happy with these, but you actually see what I've got. So what I'm going to be showing you from now onwards, these are going to be available to buy. I am going to get them uploaded on the Nice Crafting website to pre-order. And the only reason why I'm doing pre-order is I've got to get stock ready for a show, and then I want to see what you guys are actually after, so I can then focus on doing X, Y, and Z. I hope this makes sense, okay? If not, feel free to ask questions as we go along, okay? So there's going to be tags. Trust me, the tags are amazing. But this gives you an idea, okay? So you can put, I mean, we put a bit of paper on that. I posted my stamps yesterday. Oh, okay. Oh, fabulous, Elaine. Brilliant. Yeah, perfect. Cogs, hearts, butterflies, and all that. So I'm going to move these out the way. Let's get these out the way. So then, I done a poll, and you got said, journals, boxes, book boxes, and then speaking to you all privately, it was like treasure boxes and all this sort of stuff. So I'm going to start with the boxes first. Hi, Annette. So I made this. Now this is just my normal little box that I made, and I covered. Now this is the best thing. Let me just grab up. So this was done with Tracy Evans, her new release stamps. So you can cover these with stamps, okay? You can do your own design, pop your paper on, stamp away, Bob's your uncle, yeah? So that you can totally personalize these to however you want. So little box. I haven't decorated inside this, so I thought, okay, let's up it a little bit. So I used Stamperia papers with this, so that means I stroked it, and I ummed and ahed, shall I cut it? Shall I just stroke it a bit more? But I cut it, and this is it. So I've got a selection of keys. Oh yes, I have. With locks. Now, you've all asked me about having some hinges and stuff. Those are in the coming. I am going to have some products where your hinges can go on your flat pieces of card, so you can actually do a hinge without having a hinge, okay? So we've got cogs, we've got keys. I have used Funky Fossil glitters. I've used Inkology inks to do these up, but I then put inside the box, I've obviously decorated it again with some period papers, and I've put the cogs and padlocks and stuff inside, so it's a nice little sort of, you never know what's in there sort of thing. So if there's certain things that you want, let me know and I can cut it and send it out to you. So it's not just what you see is what you get. I am open and I'm going to listen to what you guys actually want, okay? So there's that. And then somebody said, I'd like a bigger box. So I've done a bigger box. So this is 5.5-inch box. So I got out my nice Stamperia papers again, stroked them. I thought, oh, I'm going to have to do this. So I then got cogs. And I put cogs on. We've got that lovely, I think it's the Masters one. I went a little bit OTT with a bit of yellow there. But then I thought to myself, yeah, let's have a look. What's inside the box. And I've put a nice rusty key. Obviously, I've painted all these myself. And some cogs. Yep. So you can decorate these as you wish. Now, I'm going to be taking these samples with me to the showers so you can actually see what I've made. It's good, strong. It's not going to warp on you, because I know sometimes when you get the thinner grey board, it can warp, okay? So there's 2 boxes. And I can up a size if need be, but I think them 2 are nice. Yeah, nice sizes. So I'll be showing you these packs of cogs and stuff like that in a little while, but there's 2 boxes. Let's move them out the way. Oh, bless you, Sarah. Busy, I never stop. I'm gonna do a journal next. Now, I ain't a journal person. I make cards, you know, as you do. So I've done a small journal because you guys said you'd like to have some journals. So I think that's the right way. Yes. So I've made a journal. Now you'll have to tell me what you want. You'll have to excuse my little what's it? Look at that. I've even done an enclosure. I have got what's it? Magnets, but I've used I just love the sound of it. Yep, there you go. Right, so I've done ta-da. Now these have put tags in. These are Tim Holtz tags, as you do. And there's what, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 in there. And what I've done is we've done a double layer. So that gives you that nice, very clean finish. So there's no folding of card or anything. This is really, really, it sounds like my knees. Sounds like mine as well. So this is really easily done. Now these are going to come as they are with just the wood if need be, or we're going to be doing kits where you get the black roll tape and papers. Yep. So this means that, and obviously the enclosure as well, the little yeah, that's just, I'm just gonna be like that. But I have constructed this. Now I used, I'm being totally transparent with you now, I used one of these concoctions because I ain't very what to do to get my little areas right. Yeah, put my tape on and done all that, and I was taught none other by the amazing Amanda Branston. She showed me how to put my tape on, so I'm really pleased. Yeah, Velcro, that'll do. Yeah, all right, just burst me bubble, Velcro. But yeah, so these are really, really sturdy little journals. Now, like I said, I'm quite happy that you, if you want to give me some advice or anything, this one I'm probably going to do a thicker spine as well. So you're going to have an option of the thinner spine as well as a thicker spine, because you might want to do, you know, the little inserts and put other little bits and bobs in, sort of thing. Yeah. So you might want a large one. And however, if you want more pages to it, you know, I mean, you can flap these around all day long, sort of thing, innit? So let me know. I can alter these or add. So then this one, I've done a bigger one. So you've got 2 sizes on each of these products I'm doing. You can have a medium and a large. Okay. So then I've done this one. Yeah, it works. Woo! So, and again, I have just done a stencil in there. Now on this one, again, I've done the same thing. I've done 2 pockets, but I've done it a little bit higher because, oh, excuse me, on this one, I've actually done cardlets and envelopes in this one. But yeah, and I've made the envelopes as well from scratch. Yeah, there you go. Look at that. Woohoo, go me. So I've just used Pink Frog papers on these as well. So again, and then I've just used, on this one, because it doesn't come with holes in, so I've hole punched these, and then I've put some of this lovely elastic on, and then I've just added in and just done my little bits all the way through that, and then there again I've got another pocket. So again, another option for you, and that's a larger one. But again, I'm open. If you want other things inside that, let me know, because I'm not a journal maker. However, these are very, very, very sturdy. Okay. So there's them 2. So you've got 2 sizes again. So you've got the boxes I've just done, and you've got 2 sizes on journals, okay? So then, here we go. So, obviously you guys love this little box with the hinges, which I was quite taken back, actually, for how much people loved it, because you've got the curvature on there. And then, obviously, the windows and some nice fancy little details. Now, all of this, when I do the boxes, I'm going to be doing bits and bobs to go in, and you go to work. I haven't got energy at the minute, trust me. Oh dear me. I'm going to be doing different little bits to go in. Now these windows, I've got 10 different ones, so I'm going to be doing a bag of 10. And they're going to be ranging from probably about, hey, hello, sis, how are you? Give me boos, a big cuddly boos and big sloppy kisses. These I'm going to be doing, I think there's 10. So again, you can put a bit of acetate behind them. You haven't even got to put them on the box. I've just decorated this to show you what you can do. So again, I can do a bag of windows, a bag of corners, a bag of cogs. No, I didn't even, this was one of my first ones. I didn't even do that. And I put the paper on back to front. So that's the opposite side to this. And this is graphic 45 papers I used on this one. But I thought that was very stained glassy, very sort of that. And then people said, well, do you do a larger one? So I thought, okay, let's do this then. So we're doing these. But she doesn't wear her pants on the outside like Superman. Oh, crikey. No, I don't. Maggie said, oh, lots of snuggles and kisses and licks. Oh, love it. So now this one. Now, I want to show you this because I can do cutout of the shapes. I can mount them on. Again, I put keys and locks on this. But I also engrave. Now, I have anything I use, I've got the license to use. So I'm not... I've either got consent to use the imagery or I've got the license to use the imagery. I just want to make that quite clear before I continue. So this particular image here is engraved on, and the detail is amazing, and it's engraved, it's in depth. If I go over it again, it'll go even deeper. So that means you could rub over and pull out what's up on that. So if I went over that twice, that would give me a really good depth, and that would, I could pop that, I could rub over a bit of eyeshadow over that, and poof, up it went. But there you go on that one. Now this one, again, it's a lot bigger, and I decorated inside on this one. So I just put some of the shimmer, cosmic shimmer on, and then I just got some, I think it's graphic 45 on that one. I just painted on the back graphic 45 so it all matched. But yeah, so something like that's very steampunky. So I've tried to keep a bit of a theme, really. So Lavender's grey chalk. There you go, gritty texture. So already you're thinking, Carol, thank you. Hi, Mama. So it really is endless. Now I have got some Alice imagery which I'm licensed to do. So I'm going to be putting them in a bag, and I'm going to be taking them to Lincoln to sell them on. So, and there's some fantastic Alice in Wonderland images that I've got. So again, I won't be doing anything unless I'm licensed to do it, okay? So I just want to make that quite clear. So there's 2 sizes. Oh, Belinda, thank you. Absolutely amazing. Thanks for joining me. Oh, while you're on here, if everybody can check out Belinda's latest venture, can you get subscribing? I've subscribed today, right, Belinda? And I've had the most wonderful papers sent me through. So people, get yourselves onto Belinda's site. Subscribe to the newsletter. What she sends out for free, and I say that for free, is amazing. Absolutely amazing. So there you go, Belinda. Look, I'll quickly show you my cog box. Look at this beastie. I thought of you actually when I was doing this, to be fair. So there you go. There we go. Look at that. Hopefully that's your cup of tea with the cogs and stuff. But yeah, her designs are amazing. I use them a lot with funky fossil stuff. I absolutely adore her collection. If not, go and have a look at the stuff. Definitely. So the gears. You wait till you see the bag of gears I've got in a minute. Goodness me, you'll die. So this little beast, well, I've got a little chest now. This took me forever, and it's all workable. It's locks. I listened to you. What's the website? Belinda, if you want to pop your... Hi, Kazi. Belinda, if you want to put your details on this live, then people can get on there and get subscribing to you. That would be brilliant. Yeah, so then I've done a little chest because somebody said, oh, I'd love a little chest to put keepsakes in with the grandchildren and stuff like that. And I thought, oh my gosh. Now this was, I mean, I've just got some wax on this. I've just got some acrylic paint. There is no papers on this. This is all hand painted. So you open it, there's a little flap, and it's on hinges. And then can you just imagine a bit of flock in that? You know, some straw. Amanda's made the most cutest little mouse that would sit in there in a little treasure chest. Can you just imagine that if you do that pinchy ouchie, what's it, the felting? You can make the most gorgeous little things that can live in there. And look, it locks. I mean, I'm really, it took me most of the morning to put this together, but now I've got my head around it. It really is a straightforward thing. So anything like this, and you think, oh my gosh, I have got instructions for this one, but the rest of it is really straightforward. Now I am doing needle felting. Thank you. That's a cutest little stabby ouchie, I know. But your little mouse, I've just thought, you know, he'll sit in there, so cute. I just love it. Lock of hair. Can you just imagine? Right, I mean, I'll say Mags, bless her. our fairy mags. She was saying, oh, I can go on an adventure and I can put acorns in when you go out with the grandchildren. I thought, oh my gosh, a little chest would go so gorgeous. So Mags inspired me for this particular little and a tiny little book. Yes. Wow, definitely. So all of these are going to be available. Now, at the minute, Belinda, did you put your link up? People are asking for your link for your, if you've got it. If not, if there are a way to find you, Belinda, if you can post it on YouTube, people are asking for you, my darling. I haven't got it to hand, otherwise I'd put it on. So, these are going to be available. I do need to know pre-order, because each one of these slats you put on individually, you know, and there is a little bit of time, but you know, if you're making it with the grandchildren or if you're making it for yourself, it's so pleasurable. I absolutely enjoyed making this today, even though I was supposed to be making stock. I took some time out this morning. I loved it. So there you go. So if I can make it, you guys can. And I know I've cut it and made it, but if I can make it, you know, but yes, thumbs up. Come on, get your thumbs up. That's very nice of you to say. I always forget. I'm really sorry. But yeah, if you can do a thumbs up, that's brilliant. Now, I'm going to be doing a bag of tags. Now, this is how the tags are going to come, probably in a bag all crumpled up. But on a tag, that bit will come out. That will be your tag, your main tag. Thank you. Yeah, give us a thumbs up, please. That's really, really good of you. So this tag, there's your main tag. So you're going to have a little bit of an area there so you can layer in, you can put cogs in, you can put keys in, you can put whatever you like in, Alice in Wonderland, whatever. Yeah. And then you've got another tag. So you don't just get one tag, you get two as such. Now, you've got a whole bag full of them. So, you know, when you've got all these events coming up, yeah, thank you. Get the thumbs up, get it on there, click the button or whatever it is. You've got all of these. So you'll have that tag and then the inner. So you're not just getting one or two. I think there's going to be 14 in total that you're going to get in the bag. Now, talking of tags, and I'm going to be doing this on with you tonight. Oh, I'm going to be doing the extra large tag. Now, this was inspired. Oh, crumbs. Sorry, people in the old book of Facebook. This was inspired. Yeah, this is huge. I can't even fit it on the screen. I have to put it long ways. This was inspired by the lovely ladies at the workshop. They goes, oh, I'll have a large tag. Oh, okay then. I'm going to be doing this tonight with you, so I'm going to paint it. I'm going to prep it. Going to get the stamps out and some mixed media. But bear in mind, you get two. Yeah, you get two. And you might have a bit of dust on it or whatever, but it's okay. You'll survive. You're going to paint and cover it. So you could use your lovely papers on it as a nice backdrop and then go away with the fairies and really go to town with it. Or you can just paint it and build up just a very simple thing. But these are huge. So let me get a ruler just to give you an idea of size. So this is going to be the extra large tag. So you're going to get two tags, and in the tags you're going to get a bag of cogs, corners, little whirly bits and stuff. So you're going to get stuff to actually build up this. So it's not just coming on its own. So in size wise, it is 10.5 inches. And that's in centimeters, just shy of 27 centimeters. And it is, yep, it's huge. Inches. Yes, the bishop did just over 13 centimeters. So, like I say, this is a big tag, and you also get in the kit a lovely little bag of cogs, corners, bits and bobs. Yep. Do I need a helper? I might do after this. Oh dear me. I don't know. Things I think of, I tell you. So we're going to be making that tonight. So I'm going to actually be showing you that. So I'm just going to show you a couple of the other packs of stuff which are going to be in the world of the ethos. I'm just going to say a quick hello to everybody. Hi, everybody on. I can't see any words on there, so there you go. You've read my list and just said directions. That's all right then. So I was thinking about the cogs now. I'm going to put these out in here because if I say to you, the cogs, yeah, you got to look at the size of that cog. Look at the noise, your voice is breaking. So I feel the voice. failed. Yeah. Anybody else, or is it just me? Might be just you. Anybody else sounds funny? It might be the weather here actually, because Wolverhampton's got a little bit of the sounds breaking up. Sorry, people. Oh, look at this. You have got mic going wrong. Weird sound on YouTube. Well, if not, get yourself over. Oh, sound has gone wobbly. Oh, crumbs. Unfortunately, there's not a lot I can do about the sound going wobbly on YouTube. Pop yourself over into the Facebook group. You have got over 80 cogs in this bag. And that's without the little discs as well. Because I've put the discs in just in case you wanted to layer and do layers, etc. And yes, they go together and they whirl around. But you have got 80 plus cogs in this bag. And I'm probably going to be doing this. You come in, but it's still wobbling. Yeah, I say try come out, go in. If not, pop yourself over into the Facebook group. I'm hoping it'll settle. But it probably is the weather here, if I'm honest. But you've got all sorts of different sizes. Now, as you can see, I thought the weather causing it. Well, yeah, I've got weather here as well, unfortunately. So I'm sorry if there is a problem. But yeah, there's loads of different shapes and sizes, just so you're aware. So this leading me astray again. Oh, I lead everybody astray. But yeah, look at that. Cogs galore. So something like that. I mean, I don't know what you'd normally pay, but I'm thinking a bag of cogs like that. I don't know, about a tenner or something. I don't know. Is that decent, would you say? Oh, the weather's awful here in Wolverhampton as well. I got rain anyway. Probably the other side of Wolverhampton's probably sunshiny. Well, somewhere's sunshiny anyway. So, that gives you an idea of that. Let's whack them in there a minute. So, over 80 cogs from small, medium and large, all in one bag of goodies. There you go. Right, so that's that. That's a monster bag there. And absolutely love them. They were a pleasure to do. So, I'm not going to go into that because that's a bag ready to sell out to somebody. So there you go. Now then, I thought to myself, well, we all love butterflies. Now these are testers. These ones are, because butterflies always have to have little antennae on. Now I know some of these have lost their antennae. So there's one, for instance. He's only got one. Bless him. Look, he's lost. Oh, lovely. Oh, bless. But these, for instance, now are all okay. So I've now done a test to see which are good, which are bad, sort of thing. And especially if they're in a bag. So knocking them about. I don't want people buying things. And it's like, oh, he's lost an antennae. You know, and I'm thinking, So obviously the thick. I mean, look at the size of that. I got rain by IKEA. Oh, have you? Okay. It takes me about 20 minutes to get to IKEA. This little one's lost it, so I'm gonna tell you what, I'm gonna demount him so he looks like Batman now. Let's get them off there. Sorted. Yeah, oh, he's still got his on. So these ones seem to go a lot better. So to me, I've now picked sort of the better butterfly. So I'm happy now to sort of be able to paint that, mount it, and do what I need to do. So these were just my testers. Now you're gonna get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16 butterflies in a pack. Honestly, I'm spoiling you. Absolutely spoiling you. So, I'm hoping that you guys, if there's anything I've missed out, or you think, oh, Lisa, can you do this? Can you do that? Let me know. Send me a PM, personal message, mate, and let me know. And then all I can do then is whack it on and get it done off. Easy peasy. I think this should have a salary pay straight to Lisa. Bless you. Oh, dear, man. Right, so, as I said, I'd like to... Oh, I have put this... So there's so many different... When and where do we order? Right, so this is going live... this is going to be going live on the 27th of April. I'm going to be taking this to the Lincoln show as a launch. You can pre-order. I'm probably going to say wait till Thursday this week. Once I start getting the pre-orders in, I will actually get them out. prior to release date, because I've got to get stuff ready for the show. So if there's something you are looking for, it will be on the website, and that will be the Nice Crafting website, or PM me, whichever's best for you guys, you know, and away we go. But I am going to try and get the pre-orders out before the launch date. Hopefully that makes sense. It just means it gives me plenty of time to focus. In between the launch date and now, I've actually got a holiday to take. So that means I'm not going to do anything for a week. Oh my gosh. Right then, let's get that big tag. Where did I put it? Over here. Right, so just so you can see, I'm going to use the extra large, the monster one. And like I say, you've got 2 tags there, because you'll have the insert as well. So that means you get sort of buy one get one free, so you get 2 for 1, or whatever you want to say it. But yeah, it's one of them. So I'm going to put some paint on first of all. I'm going to put this one out the way, because I want to make this up, because what I'm going to do is I'm probably going to do a bit of a giveaway, which is probably going to be this and something else. Talking of giveaways, I want to give a shout out to Bella, because I know she's watching. Bella, I've got a little package for you. You're going to like it. So, message has been sent. That's all I'll say. There you go. Let me get a paintbrush and let's start painting now. I'm thinking butterflies, but I'm also thinking a bit of mixed media. I've grabbed for myself. Now, I don't know how it's going to end up, but I've got a few funky fossil stuff. I've got Tracy Evans, funky fossil, Tracy Evans, Pink Frog, and I even got me. Hello, Kim. Hello. Can you make a cubby hole for Lavinia? Can I make a cubby hole for Lavinia stamps? I don't get that. Yeah, dibs. Go on, Sarah. Can I make a cubby hole? Oh, do I want to make a cubby hole for Lavinia stamps? I don't get that. Sorry. You'll have to explain. There's no such thing as light. No such thing at all. Right then, so I'm just going to give this a bit of a shake. So I've got some acrylic. I'm just going to splatter it on, as you do, because there's a fair bit on here, but what have I got in here now? See what happens when you... Oh, hello. That had an accident all by itself. Crikey. This can go terribly wrong. I can see it now. Let me move this out of the way. There we go. Let me just put a bit of that there. So yes, this is acrylic paint, and let me just pop a little bit of water. Now, you know me and water. Now, this is grayboard, and I did get it from Pink Frog, and it's not their normal wonderful card. However, I must admit, it does take water well, if I'm honest with you. I have no complaints so far, and you know me, I do like to sort of go a little bit OTTE. Oh, we got proper downpour of rain here. So if you are losing my voice or anything and you can still see the screen, fabulous. There's not a lot I can do about the weather, I'm afraid to say. And if it gets bad, I'm streaming in the Facebook group, so at least you know you can pop over there if the one channel gets worse than the other. Okay? I wouldn't worry too much about finger marks on the side, because we've got a border to put on, which is fabulous. It is a big, big tag. Yes, it is indeed. And I am going to think about popping that on there. So do I bother? You're back. Go on. It's absolutely chucking down here, so I don't know whether or not you're going to hear me or not. But glad you're back, sis. There we go. Let's put a blob on there again. So let me just pop a bit on there, a bit on here. Now, depending on what acrylics you've got, feel free to... I've got some Lavinia. I've got Daleroni. I must say the titanium white is good. I do like. But, you know, use what you've got at the end of the day. You ain't got to go out and go on a shopping trip just because, you know, it's there. I visited Facebook, prefer being here. Fair enough. Best way to do it, it's only just in case the sound goes, because some people are saying that they're losing their sound. So I'm just giving you an option. This is why I like streaming on 2 places, because then if something does go down, at least you know you can go and get me on the other. in that respect. But yeah, it's always good to have a catch up. Now I'm going to leave that to dry over yonder. I'm just going to have a little bit of a dabble again, because I do want to just put some colour and stuff on here. Let's build up a nice scene. I want to use some nice fresh colours, maybe pinks and yellows, sort of springy, summery, bit of a green in there maybe. And I ain't really too worried about how that looks, if I'm honest. One of them, you know me, I'll just go with the adventure. Now I am using acrylic paint, so don't forget just to be mindful and wipe up after yourself, because, well, I don't, at the end of the day it comes off, but it's the dark side over here. Oh crumbs, it's not good when you're at the dark side. That's usually me. So I'm just going to dry this off. Now this grey board, it don't take long to dry, and it's fabulous. So it does make quick crafting, if I'm honest. When I've done the little chest, it literally, as I was painting it along, it soaked in and dried really quick. It didn't warp or anything. So, you know, I'm really happy with how it goes. Probably why I like. There you go. It's always the best being on the dark side. Come and sit with me on the naughty step. Best place to be. Right, so I'm going to put that over there. So, yeah, happy with that. Right, let me get some. Let me get a bit of a base colour down. So let's have a look. Okay, I'm going to use oxides for now. And I am going to a bit of, yeah, go on. We'll do a bit of. I'm going to do a bit of burnt sage. Bundle. When I say burnt sage, that's the witch in me. That is. I don't want wild honey either. What do I want? I was going to say, where's my yellows? Squeeze lemon, that'll do. I'll have that one. I could do scattered straw, but I've decided on that instead. Okay, let me get, let's get some bits and bobs, that'll do. Right then, let's have a look. Bundled sage, let's play. Can I? Yes, of course you can. In fact, to be fair, I've actually got my, it was a choice of, basically. Yes, you can use gesso. Yes, you can use acrylic paint. Yes, you can just go straight on with your oxides. Yes, you can use Inkology inks on. You could even go over it, well, with whatever you want, really. World's your oyster, to be fair. It's whatever you feel's relevant for whatever you're creating, really. Now, I'm just going to think about the frame. Don't forget to hit the thumbs up on the video. Thank you. I always forget to ask them questions. I'm glad you lot are on the ball. Crikey. Bless you. You do look after me. Right, so let's pop that on there. I think it's just a very fresh green, that is. Let me have a look at a yellow. No, that's not a yellow. That's a yellow. Let's have a look at this one. I've got squeezed lemonade. It's very bright, maybe a bit too bright. Oh no, that'll do, I think, yeah. Now you can also use pan pastels if you wanted to. Again, totally up to you. Now I'm just putting this sort of a, let me just get a different, yeah, I'll use that. Wait, there we go. So that's orange going into yellow, going into something else. Now all I want to do is just put an underlay of colour as such, or an undercoat, or whatever you want to call it. I'll make it up as I go along, don't worry. Okay, so let me just make sure everyone can see everything. So that's there, that's there, that's there. I want to put on a little bit of textured paste. So, yeah, I'm going to use Country Diary from Funky Fossil. And I just want little bits here and there. Now, bless. I think dibs have already been called, but feel free. I'm sure somebody's called it. Somebody was proper on the ball. It's quite a funny one. You lot just make me chuckle. Right then, so let's have a look. Just thinking of the area and think to myself, yeah, about there. Right, so I don't mind there being a little bit of sort of this flower and a bit of writing. Why not? Nice crackle glaze. Yeah, I ain't got any, but yeah, I agree. I haven't got everything. See, this is the worst thing now, because you'll say, oh, that'll be nice on there, and I think, oh God, yeah, get myself over and start, you know, I start pressing buttons and it just goes Pete tongue then, doesn't it? Let's just pop that on. Now, if you haven't got a wipe or anything, someone else did that, yeah. Get yourself just a baby wipe and then get yourself a bit of water on it, because the last thing you want to do is allow this textured paste. I have tutorials on page. I have tutorials on people making that paste. Yep, me too. I know exactly how to make it, but until I've used Andy's stuff, which I love, then I'll make my own. Then I'll reuse his little pot. But at the minute, I'm quite happy that. But yeah, there's loads of tutorials on how to make the paste. So we've got that little bit of texture there. Now, let me just put that over. Oh God, I can't spell. Don't worry, I can't spell either. I can't talk either. So let me just dry that off nice and quickly. And this is what I love about this. It's all nice and all the inks. Oh, Kim, behave. I need crackle glaze. I actually asked somebody for crackle glaze once. I don't know where. Yeah, dear. I know. Shocking. But it's okay. Right, so let's just do that there. So I want to put a little bit of something happening here. So I quite like that there, because I'm going to put a nice butterfly here. But I'm going to use some of my stamps. And goodness me, I forgot. I've got a stamp release, right? And I haven't used them for how long? How crazy is that? I've got a stamp release. Not used them because I'm too busy using everybody else's, because I just love everybody else's stuff so much. So I am going to have a look. Let me look. What have I got? So I have got... Oh, I'm going to use one of my grasses, I think. Now I am going to stamp in black. And I'm going to use Nocturne. I've no idea what I'm going to do yet, but I'm going to sort of do something coming over there. So let me get a pad. Let me get a block. There we go. That'll do. Yes, it will. Fabulous. So I like the fact that I never know what I'm going to create when I'm here with you guys. Sometimes off the cusp is always the better way. So let's see what we can bring together today. So I quite like. Do you know something? I might actually. Well, hold on a second. I'm just thinking. I'm just talking to myself at the minute. Hold on, people. Yeah, there we go. Don't forget your own. Honestly, I do forget my own stamps. Oh gosh, I find myself hilarious at times. Of course, I forget my own stamps. Crumbs. Anybody would think I haven't got a stamp release out, but I have somewhere. And to thank you to everybody that's brought stamps as well. My goodness me, it's nearly sold out again. So this is on the second run now. It's like, wow, I can't believe it. So thank you all so much for supporting me. Obviously, I'm concentrating on this, so another stamp release won't be due yet. I'm not one to, we're going to be bam, 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 and just continuously doing releases out, I'm afraid to say. I want you to enjoy your stamps, you know. There's plenty of other places that will be releasing stamps all over it. I just want to put something on that. 1 minute. Let me find a pot or something. Oh, there we go. Right then. Now I have got white and it is black, but do I care? No, because I want it to be white. I want to see whether it's going to go over it for one. Let me just get a bit of paper. Let's have a look. Oh, I'll tell you what. I'll use that. Right, then let's see whether I'm going to ruin it straight off. Let's see whether I think to myself, at least you should have just left it. But hey, let's play the game. Why not? Right then, so embossing powder, let's investigate. Now bear in mind I've just stamped in black Nocturne. You can stamp in any colour you like. Especially if you're putting white on it. But let's see. Oh, aye. You lot are going to have a right head shake by the time I've finished with you. Poor old people in the Facebook group. I keep catching the phone there. Right, let's just let's put that in there. There we go. Got a great big pot. Fabulous. Look at that. Right then, let me put that on before I end up doing something disastrous with that. Let me grab that there. Now then. Obviously, I've got my heat gun on, but I use this one to heat emboss because it's more intense. So let me just plug this one in. Let's see if I'm going to unplug some. Let's see if we lose all the power and I disappear. If I do, I've unplugged the wrong one. Oh no, it's still here. We're okay. Oh, there we go. Right, there we are. Right then, let me just let's get it heated up. Always make sure you heat it up first of all before you put it on. Let's put that on where people can see what I'm doing. Let's look for magic. Here we go, look at that. So I stamped in black. There we go, away it goes. Just like magic, isn't it, when you watch it go. I'm always sort of vinyl that I've not done it long enough. You know, when you just, oh yeah, okay. So there we've got a little bit. So already we've got textured paste here. We've got some embossing there. And like I say, no matter what colour you've got, if you've got colours that you don't use and you're embossing, use them to stamp with and then emboss in the colour that you want, okay? So I better check just to make sure. Yeah, okay. Well, it's going to look quite an interesting scene, isn't it? Could put butters here. Hello! We've already got the cats in. Love it. Did they do a runner? Fabulous, absolutely fabulous. What else am I going to use? Let's have a look. What we're gonna put in this? Let me see what we got. Oh, I suppose I could put a birdie in it. Yeah, let's put Mr. Birdie in. No, tell you what, I'm going to do flowery. There we go. Right, I'm going to use Tracy's. This is TE41 out of a new collection. Let's have a look what this one's going to look like. Now I think I'm going to leave this actually in black. That's one big bold flower. Dreamies were needed. Oh my gosh, that means that they've gone through the walls then, I take it. Them dreamies are lethal. I've watched them on the telly, you know. I've seen what they do. Break through walls they do, cats, when they have got them dreamies. Now I'm going to start going a bit grungified now, I think. As you do. Sorry, sweet. It's all right, my darling. Love you, and I'll see you soon. Big hugs. Bye, sis. So I'm going to probably just bring that over like so. Now, this is where you can get really creative. Now, I'm not going to restamp. I don't care. If you don't restamp, if it doesn't come out properly, who says it's wrong? Nobody. So just your sort of, oh, it's not gone on right. It's not done this. It's not done that. Don't worry about it. In fact, I'm just going to let a bit of a half print over there, I think. Oh, now you see, like that. Why not? I like the fact that we can mix and match so many different things. Why not? Indeedy. Now then, I want something around here. So I'm going to be putting butterflies in places. So I wanted different backgrounds. So that's the whole reason of that. I want some ink on here now. So not some oxides. I want some ink. So that means let me move things out the way, because before we know it, I'm not going to be able to see what I'm doing. Let's get a brush. Let me wipe that brush. There we go. That'll do, I think. Let's have a look. Let me get me thing. There we go. Right then, so I want some I'm gonna go light, I think. Now this is, what is it? This is golden green. This is Inkology. I absolutely love Andy's inks. I'm gonna put a fair bit on there because I'm just gonna play around with this and move it around, and I am going to put some water on this as well. Now bear in mind we have got that textured paste as well, so this is going to look quite interesting. All this is also definitely, oh yeah, definitely have a look at the catch-up. Well, I'd say do the catch-up as and when. It's one of them, really. I want to bring that white out. I want to put a bit of colour up here. In fact, let me just literally, let's just pop a little bit of summit over here as well, maybe. Because at the end of the day, you haven't got to, you can do whatever, didn't you? I like going rogue every now and again. Nothing wrong with going a bit rogue. I quite like the splatter and the greens, very calming. I planned a day of crafting tomorrow. Oh, fabulous. Fabulous. It's always good to have a bit of crafting. You've got to have a bit of crafting in your life. Trust me. Where I am at the minute, half of you lot have no idea, but I need my crafting, that's all I'll say. Now I've got this lovely, this is another funky fossil. This is just dandy. And this is my new, now and again, this is my new bubble. I absolutely love it. Now I'm going to put in with these greens, I'm going to put some pinks in, I think. And some purples maybe. Maybe pinky purple. I'm definitely going to go along the lines of Victorian velvet, that's for sure. And I might even play around with a little bit of antique linen. But let me just have a little scoot around first with a little bit here. And again, you haven't got to have any structure to this. You can put it wherever you like. Now you could think that honestly this if you like sort of bubbles or effects and stuff like that, this will make such an addition, even if you're not using it for that particular. I mean, the flower heads are gorgeous, but I love the effect this actual stencil gives. And patterns are a way forward for all the lovers of stencils. Absolutely love this with a definite like hoo-ha, shout it from the treetop sort of jobby this is for me. So this is starting to sort of, there is no sort of shape to it, but I'm liking what I'm seeing. I just want to put a little bit of a purple in. Now the purple and the green go really well together. So I'm going to get some seedless preserve when I can grab the little devil. There we go, gotcha. It's like going to catch him down at market, this is, you know. I'm going to try it actually with the funky fossil brushes. Let's have a play. I've been crafting today. Not a nice crafting, but wallpaper. Oh, okay. But it's still crafting though, so fair play to you, sweetie. No, wrong with that now. See how that's correspond. Oh dear, dear, dear. Beautiful. Oh, I'm just don't know what I'm gonna do. This is what happens now. Can you use a stencil with ink and then emboss out? Yeah, of course you can. Well, let's put it like this. If I used Versa, I'll tell you what, let me just 1 minute and I'll put some clear on it. I'll show you. Let's do it together. Let's see what it's going to do, shall we? Let's have a look. So let me just put a little bit here and there then. Love the set. Honestly, definitely a stencil to get. And that is, let me just pop it by you again, just dandy. And that's funky fossil. And like I say, I haven't used any of it. I've just used that because it's just amazing. Honestly. Let me just quickly see if I can just add a little bit of clear. So that was the white. Let me just grab the clear. And I got these from Pink Frog. Oh, love it. Let me just get me a little bit of my doodah again. Honestly, it's a fabulous colour. I'm just going to pop a little bit over here. Let's see if it works. Because I don't want it everywhere. I mean, I'll tell you what, we could even put a bit on that, to be fair, because that's still a bit wet. Ah, bugger it. Let's just put it here and there. There you go. Right, let's have a little tap diddly doodah. It's probably everywhere now. Oh, I'll tell you what, there we go. So you're seeing it in real time. So whatever you're asking me, I'm doing, so you know if it's going to work. And this is what crafting's all about. Let me make sure we save that. Let's put it all in there. There we go. Tap, 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 top. Diddly doodah. Let me get me my heater on the go again. 1 minute. Let's put that out there, out the way. So obviously I used white here, but I'm now going to use the clear gloss. Let me get my Bunsen burner. So again, I'm just going to let it heat up. Don't want to burn my hand off. And I'm going to go over the whole thing now because it was all over the place. Here we go. Watch the magic. Perfect. So it's even hit on the ink here and there. It's popping. at this go. I think I've got everything. Oh, no, maybe not. Beautiful. Okay, I think that's, let's have a look. Wow, so it hit everywhere. So it hit the oxide, it even hit the versifying, which hadn't dried anyway because I hadn't dried it off. Because bear in mind we had the acrylic paint and then we started to put layers on. So look at the different, what we've got on there. Now we've got that lovely bit of texture. I'm very much a sensual artist, so for me, we can, let's have a look. Let's have a look what this is. So 3D on, well, we're gonna, don't worry. So these are the distressed crayons. Let's have a dabble. This might be I'm just thinking maybe around here. Just a little bit. Maybe. You know where we've just got that, we had that bit of writing running through. I just want to bring that off. I ain't really one for this, but I brought some of the crayons, Mr. Holtz's crayons. Now I'm going to squirt some water. Here we go, people. Wouldn't be me without a bit of water on here, would it? So I want to see what we get. Oh, yes, look at this. Now we're going to get some movement. Now I am going to, let me just have a look at this crayon nonsense. Yeah, okay, fabulous. So we've got a bit of gold flicking through. Yeah, let's bring it round here. Let's have a bit up here. Because we've got that resist on the go now. So we've got that oxide. So whatever hasn't been hit, the oxide, now it's now pulling around. Now, it's card. It's not my super smooth as I normally would. So let me now get my heat tool. And I just want to dry what I've moved around. So I've got movement on there now, which is what I wanted. Because I never do anything straightforward, do I? I wish, but I don't. Too boring for me. You've got to have a bit of chaos with all this. So I'm just going to dab off, just where I can see little puddles. But I'll tell you what, I put a fair bit of water on it, and I've liked the way it's moved. All the ink around, the oxides moved lovely. So I'm just going to just dab a little bit here. So I'm thinking it would actually look quite nice with a bleach effect as well. But I'm not going to do that today. Okay. And on the back's fine. No issues. So let's put that over there. What are you guys thinking? We're getting there. We've got a lovely shine with where we've done that bit of clear embossing. We've got the white still there. So let me have a look now. Let's have a look at that pack of butterflies. So I may as well go big, bold and in your face. What? No bleach? No bleach at the minute. We ain't finished yet though, so you don't know. Let's have a look for the bigger. Let's make an impact. Yeah, let's make an impact. That's quite a cute one actually. Yeah. Okay. Yes, the big one. Yes, don't worry. I'm going to do big. We're going big. We're doing a big tag. We can't put a piddly little butterfly on if I've got a big tag, can we? So I need to have a look. So if I put my frame on, don't forget we've got a frame to this as well. So if I've got my frame, which is beautiful. And don't forget this kit is available. Well, it will be. It's coming. Now I can put that like that. Oh, wow, 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 wow. Now then. Oh, do I put one? Oh, crumbs. This is where we're obviously going to go off piece here. I'm liking that. And then I'm thinking that it's got to go there. But now the butterfly, I want the butterfly in black. And obviously we've gone black up there. So I'm thinking I might actually need a smaller butterfly just to go here. And yeah. What do you reckon? Is that a yay? Have we got a tick of a box there, you guys? So I have got an old versifying Claire. So I've put this for my stencils. Defo small, yeah. Big one there, little one there, yeah. And all I'm going to do, Sorry, not doing shampoo adverts. No, that's fine. Don't do a shampoo advert. I wouldn't do a shampoo advert either. Right, so all I'm going to do is, you can do this when it's stuck on, but I like to do it when it's off so I've got control. Okay, so this is an old pad and it's still good enough for me to just go over. I mean, yes, you can do re-inkers, but I've got 20 million of these. So for me, there's still ink on it, but it's not good enough to stamp. Now, it's whether or not you want to actually put a bit of, oh, I never thought of colour. Yeah, well, I like quickness. I'm not one that's going to be here all night thinking to myself, crikey, why didn't I do it that way? Now, you can get your, you know, your Mondelez watercolour pencils, where, yeah. And actually put that in like bang on crisp, you know, boom, as you do. I might do that in a bit, but can you just see how we've got that? Let me move that out the way. Look at that, how that makes it sort of, poof, without going over the whole lot black. We've got that lovely bit of depth on the butterfly. Now I'm going to do the smaller one because we've got all that bit of embossing here and there. But yeah, if you've got old pads and you're not doing re-inkers, because the re-inkers are just as much as a pad, so I'll just buy pads. But I've got my old ones I reuse now like this, because since I've been doing the grey board, it's like, what's the easier option for me? This, trust me. Otherwise you'll be here. Oh yes, definitely. Now then, if you really wanted to, you could put your wear embossing on this. You know, you could really go and play the game. You could put your fancy flakes on. You could put your bit of eyeshadow on. But look at that. Just doing the wings. Look how it's popped. So that it actually looks more real than what it actually is. Now, you could really put a foam mount on that and bring that up as well. So then you're going to catch that light and dark on it. So let me actually, so I've got some Pink Frog foam pads. So let me grab some of them. Hold on. Hey, just going for a journey here. Pull here, twist there, turn left on the corner. Got it. There we go. Now, I like these because you got the tabs on them, so they're easy, especially for me when my nails are all over the place at the minute. So let me find a pair of scissors. What I have found is these cut absolutely fabulous. So not only do I get me one, oh, Belinda, bless her, she's doing well. So don't forget, Belinda, I don't know if you posted your link up for your new page and your newsletter, but if you can post it in, that would be good, so people can get following you straight away. That would be very nice for you. But what I was actually sent was some amazing papers. Right, so let's put that on there. So perfect to have. Now I'm going to put that there, so that gives me that contrast. That gives me the contrast of that white, pops that out. It gives me the contrast of all that loveliness there. Oh, I'll tell you what, I quite like the way it's on that. I could always put another one there. Yay. Okay, so let's pop. Now we can put a bit of glue on this again, or you could actually put, do you know something? I'm going to actually put one underneath. Now I can put a bigger one underneath because he's got a bit of a bigger belly. Bless his little cottons. So let me just, right, I need to put that on in the right place for starters. Before I put that on, let me glue this because I know exactly what's going to happen. I'm going to glue it and then it's like, well, I'm not going to glue it. And then I won't be able to glue it because I won't be able to put it on because I've stuck all the butterflies on. So I'm using the Pink Frog glue with these fabulous precision things. They're that precise, I've just put it somewhere I didn't want to. That's just because I'm like having one of my moments, as you do. Stay. There we go. Right then. So let me just put that under there, Mr. Butterfly's wing. There we go. Right. So let me just line it up. So all I'm going to do to line it up is hold it. Wipe that blob of glue off there a minute. Sorry, Facebook people. You've just got bashed again. Are you going to colour the frame? I might do, yeah. And then again, I might not. I might do this as a giveaway and let you colour the framing. No, I will be doing something with it. What? I don't know though yet. We will see. It's going to have a bit of greens and browns on there though, I think. So I know that's already grabbed because I can feel it. Pink frog glue is flipping good. Plain and simple. Right, and I'm going to put the butterfly like so. Now, I'm going to leave the frame in places and then go here and there because I can. Now, how effective is that? If you put that nice bit of ribbon on that, or a chunky bit of lace, get a bit of ripped linen and stuff, dye it, put your own colours on it, you could just really pop that out in a different way totally. So let me just put that on there. I tell you what, we've done that in quick time. I'm even impressed myself here. Okie dokie. So you can just imagine if you put like some gold foils and stuff on the butterfly. Ooh, my head's going into right overload now. Right, let me just put that one out the way because I've got my stamping one. I've got my juicy pad. And then once this has not become juicy and I can't use it, and that will then become my doofer pad, basically. My doofer pad. That sounded terrible. Right then, so let's have a think. What else do we need to add on to this? I'm loving the texture on there. Okay, so do we need another butterfly? What's my tiny butterflies like? Let's have a look. So I've got a smaller butterfly. Do I have that one at the top maybe? No, I don't think we need another butterfly up there. Let's colour the frame in. Let's see what we're going to do with that. What colour would you like me to do the framework? Let me wipe my hands while I'm waiting for you lot to... But there is a bit of a delay. Hi, Lynn, Carol, Nikki, Theo, hi. I hope you're liking these, Theo, because this will be workshop stuff. Bless you. Pink. Oh, pink, purple. Okay, yeah, pinky purples. We'll go that one. Yep, fabulous. Gold bellies on the butterflies would be nice. Ooh, interesting, interesting. Well, if I got time, I'll colour them in. See, me, I'd probably go a bit of a brown sort of, because I'd want it to sort of be more real. But let me just get, let me just clean my brush. So we're going pinky purples, and that will then bring out that little bit of hint here and there that we've got going. Yeah, there we go. So it's whether or not now you decide to sort of, you know, some of these smaller designs that you've got, you know, and all those lovely stencils that you've got and all the different small stamps that you've got, you could quite easily, I mean, you've got bits of grass here. I mean, look how detailed this is. You could actually, do you know, so let's see if we can. Now, I don't want to ruin it, but it's okay. Whether do I go flowers or do I go, okay, here's the choice then. Do I go little flowers or do I go sort of grass? And it's more like a wheat field. So we go flowers to go with the theme. What do you reckon? There's some beautiful small, so this is the grass, okay. I'm going to do grass, there you go then. And there's a bit of flowery. Oh, they're just absolutely gorgeous. Okay, grass. Okay, we'll do grass. There we go. So, okay. This is going to be an interesting one. I'm liking this. So if this works, or if I don't like it, what I'll do is I'm going to put some embossing on. Why not? What have we got on here? So that's like a clover, that is. Oh, okay, we'll start with some grass first. And I want to go quite a light colour, so let me have a look at the Versa. I'll tell you what, let's have a look at that colour there. I want to sort something that's, oh no, that's too light. Hold on. So I was thinking sand, but that'll be too light. So, let's see what this colour looks like here. Let me investigate. Oh, avocado, that'll do. So this is where, if you don't like, if it looks nice, then we can clear emboss it. If you don't like it, then I can puff it out as we go along, basically. So there is sort of method in the madness. If you pick a colour that you feel will complement, and if it ruins it, we can buff it out. There's no hardship then, if that makes sense. Hopefully it will. And if it don't, it's okay. It don't make sense to me either. Well, it does make sense in some ways, but then it don't. Okay, let's have a look. Let's see what we got. Oh, it's cute. So this just proves to you guys, you haven't got to have your fancy papers. You can keep stroking them if you want. But if you, I'll just answer. Oh, honestly, absolutely fabulous artwork. Absolutely fabulous. It all depends on the style of things that you like. There's such a variety of stamps out there. But this is where, like I said, what are you using your stamps for? What are you putting them onto? This gives you that alternative now where you could actually think, I could make this frame. I mean, this could be a gift tag. You can write on the back. You could put, like, stick some paper on it, write, you know, happy birthday with love, and it's a card and a gift in one. So you've actually got sort of a dual thing. Or you can, like I say, you can get the grandkids helping you. Come on, get making. Let's make this Eastery thing and whatnot, and, you know, go for it. So all I'm doing now is just adding this around. Dub, dub, dub. Now I'm just going to lightly, let's have a look. That's two. That's it. Let's get, let's have a look what we got on this one. Let's see. That'll do. Okie doke. Oh yes, there we go. Right, so now the best thing when you're working with certain products is it'll blend. There we go. Let's buff it out a bit. That's it. Stay. There we are. So I'm just going to blend the edges only slightly. Nothing major. So I'm going to do some splats on this as well. And then if I don't like it, I can repaint over it. That's the way I see it. I ain't shy to say, not quite what I want. We're all human. But yeah, there is some amazing artwork with some amazing stamps out there. And now, at least you've got alternatives. Instead of it being a piece of paper, you've got creations you can actually make. So I'm going to now put a bit of colour over this with that lovely stencil. Yes, I think I am. Let me get this. So I'm going to see what's actually on the brush. Perfect. So don't ever be shy to sort of take your work and follow it into different dimensions, because I might not have liked what I've just done around the edge, but I do like it now because I'm actually doing something different with it. I'm actually taking the picture onto the actual framework, so I'm now extending it a little bit more, and I do want to try and just give him some dots round by his there. Yay, fabulous. Perfect. Let's just do a bit of a light bit there. Love it. So yeah, they were going to stick actually. Right, let me just buff the so you only need to just drag, nothing major. You know, you could use your browns, bit of vintage photo, scorched timber. Ta-da. Right then, let's pop that there. So this just gives you an idea of something totally different, as I say, that you can do. I've even used my stamps. We've got Tracy's in there. We've got some funky Fossil in there. What else have we got? Let's have a look. I don't want to over egg it. But let's see. Oh, just for you. How about something like this? See, what you want to do is, if this is a gift, for instance, there's loads of sentiments. So we've got some pink frog ones here. Let's see what will fit. Love beyond words. Happy birthday. I mean, come on. Just for you. With love and best. I mean, can you just imagine how this kind thoughts. Oh, crikey. Dry, pretty, carrying onto the dry, pretty. Carrying on to the, oh crumbs, I don't know, you lost me there. With love, We could have love at the bottom, live every moment at the top. Border. Are we doing some random? Yes, just be expressive. Don't be shy. Don't stick into the realms of it's got to be a card. It's got to be into that. As it take. Let's do it together. Let's break these borders. I'm sick of got to do this, got to do that. Nope, you haven't. Mix and match your stamps. I have used an array of people's stamps here, and they all complement it. You know, don't get me wrong. There's going to be stamps that aren't going to complement, but there ain't going to be a lot of them where you think to yourself, that ain't going to work, is it? Right, with love. There we go. With love goes for everybody. Perfect. There you go. Now I am going to put some clear embossing on that. So there's that one. Be nice to use words. Yeah. Oh, that would be an interesting one. Hold on. Let's just whack some at the top. So you could go around with loads of different sayings, actually. Shall we do that? Just for you. Love beyond words. I like that as well. Let's just let's really embrace the words. Wow, you lot have really got me on this today. What you like? Love beyond words. I'm going to put that over here. I think that looks lovely there. There we go. Love beyond words. Yeah, I'm going to see if I can put something in there. See if I can find something small enough. How cute would that be? I wonder whether love would go in there on his own little. Let's have a look. Hold on. Let me just see if I can just get love on its own. 1 minute. Especially the big butterfly. Let's have a look. Let's put love in. There we go, mate. Oh, look at that. Love. Cool. I hope this is inspiring you lot to do something anyway. You will be able to pre-order, which it would be good if you do, because I'm going to know then what I've got to start making. I hope that makes sense. I don't want to sound like I'm being rude or anything. Oh, that's it. There is always a reason to smile. That'll be a nice one to put on. Let's put that on as well. So, you see, when you've got a tag, you don't just going to put happy birthday, you know, here's till next year and load of nonsense. You're really going to go for it with these. Let me find a decent platform. There we go. I've got half the blooming essay on here. Crumbs. But that pink frog words are absolutely fabulous. I'll tell you what this one is in a minute. Let me just run this along here. Let's put that there. There's always a reason to smile. Of course there is. Especially if you've got wind and you're standing in a train and it's packed. You just killed everybody. Of course. Oh, look at this. This is really starting to come on really nice now. How fabulous. I'm quite impressed with this. I might hang this up in my own blinking house. Never mind, give it away. Wind. Right, let's put that there. I need something for the top bit. Let's have a look what we got. Is that relax? Life is beautiful. Oh dear me. I tell you what, I am thinking kind thoughts. Love beyond words, kind thoughts. There's always with love. They live every moment. Oh, no, kind thoughts. I'm thinking. Do you know something? There's not enough kindness in the world today. I'm reckoning kind thoughts. I hope you're with me on that one. There we go. Let's put that on there. I'm just hoping that I don't know whether I measured that up properly or not. Crumbs. Let's have a look. Okay. Oh yeah, it's going to just about fit. Oh, I'm going to bring it down a little bit. There we go. I'm sticking my tongue out now. There we are. Look at that. Right then. Okay. Let's see if I can put some embossing on it. So this set is Pink Frog and it's Typewriter Sentiments and it's Pink Frog 13 if you're looking to get that one, which I think is absolutely fabulous. Absolutely fab. Okay, let me just whack the back on that. I'm being ever so good here. Crumbs. I'm really impressing myself today. Crikey. I've got 20 million stamps out. I've even used some of my own. That's how impressed I am today. Crikey. Stranger things have happened, you know, folks. Stranger things have happened. Right, so clear gloss. Let me get some of the clear gloss and let me see if I can zap the magic. Let me move the wires out. Let me grab that. Yes, it's a fabulous set of words. Oh, let me, before we have an accident, let me put the lid onto that. Let me move them up there out the way. Okay, let's have a look. So clear, I always get these mixed up, by the way. If I'm going to put clear on, then suddenly it's going to end up white. Oh, crumbs. Honestly. I'll make my own complicated. Let me see if I can get that love. I don't know whether that's dried. But let's see if we can get that. Let's have a look, see if that's going to give me anything. Let's have a chuck that on there. Let's chuck it on here. How fabulous. Yeah, I think I've covered everything there. I was just going for everything by the kitchen sink then, wasn't I? Crumbs. Right then, let's have a look. Shaky, shaky, diddly doo dah. Let's give it a tap. Snap, crackle and pop. Now then, I am gonna, let me just get a dry brush. So, there's nothing on that. I'm just going to take that off the wing. And I'm just going to see whether, I don't know whether there is any on there or not. Let me just see if I can sprinkle a bit back on. Hold on. I don't know whether that glove actually took or not. Oh, sugar. There's me picking it up where I shouldn't be. God, honestly, I just need to. There we go. Well, I don't know whether that's going to take. In fact, I'm not going to tense it because it's too pretty to. So I've took it off. There we go. Okay, with love. That's done. That's done. That's done. Right, let me get rid of this. Oh dear. Honestly, I make my own complications up as I go along with it. So I'm sure you lot are all in there probably laughing your heads off at me, going, "What is she doing?" Just remember, I normally make cards and backgrounds. I don't normally do this sort of stuff. So it's a learning curve as well. Hi Susan, Doreen, Linda, Luz, Grace. Hi, hope you're all well. Let me get my burner on this again. I'm just going to heat it up and then give it a blast. I don't know whether anything was on that or was left on there. No, okay, here we go. Oops. There we go. Right, here we go. Fabulous. Here we go with the magic. Now I'm hoping everybody can see that as I'm going along. I like the fact it's gone around, just caught here and there as well, with regards to that clear embossing, just on those little bits where I've done from the stencil. So I'm just going to see if it's caught anywhere else. Okay, there we go. Oh, dear me. Getting in a right mess I am. Right, okay, so, oh, yeah. I'm terrible. I always have to touch it. I had a bad batch the once of embossing powder, and it put me off ages to use it because I love the way that, I don't know if you can see that, but it's just gone over and it's just caught in little places. It's made such a lovely effect. Just such a beautiful effect. Right, let me just, there we go. Right, so basically, there you go. I'm sorry, I'm going to have to put it long ways because another one for my shopping list. Bless you. Yeah, that is the XL tag. There will be a bag of butterflies as well available. I will be doing lots and lots and lots of different things, obviously, as you can gather. But this gives you an idea. I'm really glad that you have enjoyed tonight. I'm just going to put down some of the other bits and bobs just so, again, I can just refresh what's coming out. So we have got the lovely little chest, which is a workable hinges on the back and a locking device at the front. Perfect for the grandkids, perfect for those memories. like a little memory box, or I don't know, feathers that drop down in places where you are. Yeah, little bits and pieces. You know what I'm saying. I might have to do a witchy box with loads of penties and stuff like that. I think that would be quite cool. Then we've got the 2 big book boxes. We've got the smaller one, the larger one, again with that nice arched over and the hinges. Yeah, yes, the witchy boxes are coming. I've decided I'm going to do witchy boxes. Then we've got those lovely what are the journal things with me Velcro. I'm addicted to Velcro, I've decided. So we've got them, we've got that, we've got that. And then we have got these beautiful boxes. I do love a box. I don't know why. I just don't know why, but I've always done a box. So Stamperia papers inside and out, and then I've decorated. There's going to be the keys, there's going to be cogs, there's going to be Alice in Wonderland figures. Look at the glitter on that, honestly, fabulous. And then again, we've got those beautiful cogs. This is with the Stamperia paper. I've hand painted all of these, and I've got those lovely, I've got some cogs inside and a nice key, and just embellished that. Okay, so those go along with, these are what we made the other day, and I decided to change up. So we've got some more cogs, bit of grunge, bit of textured paste, glitter, very girly this one. But you see, these will all be, maybe I might do a giveaway. What do you reckon? Look at that. So you've got your extra large tag. Comes to something when you look at something like that and you think, oh crikey, you could have this tag hanging off that, couldn't you, really? But that gives you an idea, my beautiful people, of my latest range. I really hope you've enjoyed this. I'm going to take some photos of this tag. I love this tag. I love how it's turned out. There you go. Hopefully you enjoy that. And you've enjoyed tonight's demo. Totally off the cuff. I had no idea what I was going to make. I knew it was going to incorporate a butterfly, but I really do like how that's gone. And them foam pads, they're on, you know. And the antlers are still on. Well, the antlers, what is it? These antennae? Perfect. So it just proves a bit of embossing powder, a bit of textured paste. Look what you can create with a great big extra large tag. These will be available. I am Thursday. I will do the thing for the links for the pre-orders. So please, if you're willing to support me, pre-order. I'm only going to be making a limited amount to take with me to Lincoln. I've only got so many hours in a day. So this is why, if you can pre-order, at least I'm going to know what I've got to do. So yeah, please give me a thumbs up before you leave. That would be great. Thank you so very much for everybody joining me tonight. I'm just going to pop over to the I feel like I've neglected the Facebook group tonight, so I'm going to pop over and say hello to them guys. All right, so YouTubers, thank you. Sorry about the sound earlier on, but love to you all. Okay, and I shall see you Thursday. Thursday, what am I going to have Thursday? I'm sure I'm going to have something new to show you Thursday. I'm sure it is. You'll have to tune in to find out, definitely. But I'll be making something. I'm probably going to be making a chest or a box or something anyway, just so you can see how to put it together. All right, so love you all. I'll say bye to you guys now on YouTube. I'm going to go over to Facebook group. So there's you guys gone.